put a finger down if you are really struggling lately, because even though you make a decent amount of money because you're a nurse, everything is so expensive, and you have credit card debt, and your mortgage has gone up $300. Your energy bill has doubled. Groceries are so expensive. Eggs are atrocious and cost $5 to $6 each and for a dozen, and you are just trying to figure out how you're going to make it through every day. But you definitely still have a vacation plan, because even though you're struggling, you still need to have something to look forward to.
Yeah, the price of living is crazy. I mean, the price of groceries is crazy nowadays, guys. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do in 2025 to make all of this stuff reverse course, because the price of groceries is insane. It's insane. It's too much. It's too much. For a family of 4, I'm probably spending around roughly about $600 to $700 a month on groceries, which is outrageous. Like, what happened to the days of $250 to $300 is good enough for groceries? I mean, that will fill your refrigerator 2 times over. But I guess now in 2025, it's not. So we're going to dive into this reaction. Groceries are so expensive. Cost of living crisis, and everybody talking about what they are feeling. You guys, if you enjoyed this video, or if you are excited to watch it, make sure you leave a like down below. I would really appreciate that. Also, leave a comment. I love reading comments. Comments help me out throughout the day. I love reading them and responding back, all that good stuff. So make sure you leave a comment. But let's dive right in.
To rant for a moment, because I was just at the grocery store and my total came to $220 for 2 bags of groceries. I didn't do any excessive shopping. I wasn't going crazy. I tend to buy store brands. $220 for a single person. In what world should 2 bags of groceries cost $220? That is more than half of my grocery budget for the month. We're doomed. I don't know how people with families manage. I don't know how single parents manage. This is absolutely insane. $220. And I'm not even talking about at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or a specialty store. I'm talking about at fucking Safeway, your friendly neighborhood Safeway. And this is after they apply the Safeway Club discount, which all of those are scams anyway, and I could talk about that another time, but absolutely crazy. I stood by the entrance with my phone calculator and that receipt and added up every single thing twice just to make sure. And the total was correct, $220. And what makes it even worse is that shopping in stores is so gross now. I've talked about this in other videos. You know, if you can find what you need, there's only 1 or 2 of the items left. The cans are dented, the bottles are dented, tops aren't screwed on properly. There's a mess in the aisle. Someone's going crazy behind you. Like, it's bad. It's bad. And again, I know why they do this. They're making it inconvenient on purpose, so we'll shop online. But shopping, grocery shopping, has always been something I enjoyed. I'm not a retail shopping person. I don't like to go to the mall. I don't like to shop for clothes or shoes in person. Those things actually give me anxiety, but grocery stores and shopping for food has always been really therapeutic to me, right? I think there's really something to be said for taking the time to select what you're putting in your own body. And I know that I have had the luxury of being able to do that, right? That luxury of time and income. But this is crazy. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I just went to go get groceries for dinner tonight, and I'm absolutely in shock with how much I just spent. I just spent $33 on dinner tonight. I'm literally just making like lasagna soup. There's not even that much that goes in it. And I got nothing name brand because I was like, okay, I don't need to be spending, you know, a crazy amount of money on dinner. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I knew it was bad. I just didn't know it was this bad. I ran to the grocery store for my parents, who are getting a little bit older and it's not as easy as it used to be. And I said, I'll do it for you, no big deal to me. So I went to Publix, which I am an Aldi girl, and you know, sometimes Walmart, not a huge fan, but yeah, so Aldi, and I get about the same things every single week. I know what my food costs are going to be. And so I'm in Publix, and I literally started gasping at the prices. Gasping. Things that used to be like, I don't know, $1 are now $3. For example, just a regular old jar of spaghetti sauce, usually $1.25. $3.79. A case of the mini Dr. Peppers, ready for this? $8.49. What? Oh, here's a good one. You know those boxes of like chicken broth and everything that you get? That used to be 99 cents. Yeah, no, they were $3.85 for a box of chicken broth. $3.85. Oh, this is the one where I literally saw stars. I was so losing my mind. So I'm making this family recipe called hot fruit, right? And really super yummy, lots of butter and some canned fruits, right? It's just the right texture. So a small can of chunked pineapple, and I'm talking store brand, $2.85. Then for the store brand quartered pears, just a can of quartered pears, $2.45. Oh, but wait, don't order yet. The peaches were $3.29 for a regular size can. Not the big can. No, just a little, little 10 ounce. I don't know how you guys are doing it. As I've said before, it's just me. And when you're yourself, you get in your little habits and you eat your healthy food and you don't think too much of it. My weekly grocery run, including my little bottle of wine, is about $42. So for this total today of $185.43 that will get them through the week. I don't know how you people with families are doing it. This is awful. Awful.
Yeah, it is really, really bad, you guys. I mean, what she broke down, I totally feel that because, I mean, a can of pineapples, I mean, if you get the Kroger brand or, what's at Walmart, like the Great Value brand, that should be like $1, like $1.25. Now it's like $3. And it might seem small when you look at the big picture of things, but when you look at the sheer scale of every item going up, that's when it becomes a huge problem because wages aren't changing. People's wages aren't changing and the price of food is going up. The price of rent is going up. The price of living is going up. The price of gas is going up. Everything's going up. It's up and it's stuck. But I'm just saying, guys, it's really bad. It's really bad. And I said in another video, I just went grocery shopping and now I got to the point where I just hate going grocery shopping because it's that bad. Like, I just hate it. I know I'm going to spend too much money. I know that even for the smallest, like, grocery runs, quote unquote, I'm still going to spend too much money. There's no avoiding it. And America's in shambles when it comes to the prices. I don't know what Donald Trump is going to do to fix this. I don't think he will be able to fix this because of the actions that he's taking right now. It doesn't look too hot, you guys. I mean, it's not looking too good. It's looking like a 2020 all over again when prices were outside of the fucking wallet and no one could afford it. And I mean, going grocery shopping is like therapy. I do agree to that. It is like therapy. It's something nice about just walking through the grocery store, picking out different foods, It's the same way with clothes shopping for me, as long as I don't have my kids with me. But it's the same way. But, I guess clothing prices hasn't changed, but food prices, the things that you actually need. Most people don't need clothes, but do need to eat. And so, yeah, it sucks. I feel like it might be like a corporate greed thing at this point. I don't know if the government has anything to do with this. I think this is more of a monopoly of corporations. And on top of the shrinkflation bullshit, you buy some Chips Ahoy. You remember the pack of Chips Ahoy was actually like a full 2 racks or something like that? That shit is like, they cut a quarter off of the pack. Like they definitely cut, it's small as my hand.
Okay, I'm documenting the fact that I am here buying chicken. It is
$20.
$10 for this at Market Basket.
You got
the
lucky
one time
because
a
it's
month I buy
$20
meat
around
because
me.
I literally can't afford to buy meat. Every single package here is over $10 unless you get like a tiny little package for like $5. For 4 chicken breasts, $10 to $11.
$20 in Arizona.
I don't even want to know. I'm not even halfway done. This is scary.
I just got back from the grocery store. Please tell me that I'm not the only one that goes to the store now and just gets pissed and depressed.
Yeah.
Everything that I was going to pick up to buy, things that I normally buy, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11. Like, are we for real right now? Are we effing serious? How can we afford to even survive? Enough is enough. Something has got to change. I know I'm not the only one out here struggling right now.
No, you're
but
not.
It's really, really difficult. Like, I need food. My granddaughter's coming over today. I had to grab a few things, and I just don't have the money to buy what I really needed to buy. That's really sad, and I wanted to cry in the grocery store. I almost did. Please tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings down below. Do you get frustrated, or are you just like accepting of it? Or am I just the one that just gets mad at everything all the time? Because I know that I tend to get pissed off, and when I get pissed off, I get pissed. Let me know down below.
No, I definitely get upset about it. You know, going in the grocery store, I definitely get upset. It's not the best feeling anymore. It used to be a great feeling. But where my upset comes from is the fact that I'm just, you know, it's the difference when you're surviving and living. And I feel like everyone's in survival mode right now, to where you're rationing things, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, it's rough. It's tough. I feel it. I feel it on every level. You know, in 2020, I put myself so deep in credit card debt, and that was just to survive. I wasn't buying myself new shoes. I wasn't buying myself new clothes. A father of 2 girls and a woman, and you know, we had to survive. We had to survive. We had to do what we had to do. We had to buy food, and food was outrageous. You couldn't find toilet paper. But now the problem with today's an age is eggs. You're not going to find eggs, or if you do find them, they're $12 for 12. It's fucking insane, man. It's insane. And the crazy part is you don't realize how much you need certain items until you're out of them, or until the price goes up. And then you realize, holy shit, well, now my lady can't make any more of those snickerdoodle cookies. She can't make any more cookies for us, or she can't make any more, you know, the kids' cupcakes, or I can't make breakfast because I love my eggs, man. Boiled, scrambled, over easy, with cheese, with onions, pepper, salt. I love my fucking eggs, okay? And I'm going to buy them. $10 or $3, I'm going to buy them. But $12, I might steal them.
This is what I'm saying. Moving from a country where people will judge you without even really knowing that they're judging you based on where you do your food shopping. Back in the day, Netto in the UK, if you know, you know. There's no infighting in Canada because we're all just collectively angry at the price of groceries. Tell me why I went to go get some cheese yesterday. I thought I'm going to treat myself to some brie because I really fancy some brie and tomatoes on toast. $19.99. I remember when I was a kid, we had a cupboard full of tin food just in case we needed it. Ration food, if you will. Tins of tuna, tins of soup, tins of fucking Spam. Tell me why Spam is $7. Tell me why tuna at certain places is over 10. Like, that is fucking insane. I just think in a country where food is that expensive, where everyone collectively, regardless really of income level, is like, I cannot believe that this one food item costs this much. There's so much more collective rage between people that no one has the fucking time or energy to really judge you based on where you shop. And I also think it's hard to compare because I feel like people who were born and raised in Canada really don't, and like, I'm not saying this is a flaw, but like really don't understand the intricacies in classism and a hierarchy in the UK. Like, it's so difficult to explain. People will buy Tesco value, like cheap food for themselves, and if they know they have a social event, they will go get M&S's Finest, because there's a social, like, unspoken rule that you just are not going to be cheap around other people. And people, specifically like middle class or like upper working class people, like, it's a stigma. There's a stigma around buying cheap food and being seen with cheap food. I remember in school, in one of my food tech lessons, we had to make spaghetti bolognese one lesson, and my dad gave me a tin of meatloaf because he didn't want to buy minced beef for me to bring in. And I was like, what the fuck do I have to go into school with a tin of fucking meatloaf? I can't explain it unless you've been in that situation. It's such a weird experience. But moving to a country where fucking frozen chicken wings are $22.99, tell me why. And I agree, even wealthy people in this country don't want to be fucking ripped off for their groceries. It doesn't seem like anyone has the mental capacity to judge where anyone does their shopping, because it is just so ridiculous right now.
I'm about to show you $10 worth of groceries in America.
What she was saying, and we'll jump into this guy, but what she was saying about, you know, people buying cheap foods, or in America wise, you know, that would be like great value. You know, you shop at Walmart and your cart is full of great value items. I would never, ever, ever bat an eye at someone that has a cart full of great value items. It does not matter to me. Food is food. You know what I'm saying? I learned something from a doctor, right? So a doctor said, you know, I took my daughter to the doctor when she was younger. Story time, guys. So I took my daughter to the doctor when she was younger, and the doctor told me, he's like, hey guys, you know, if you don't necessarily have to buy Tylenol brand, right? He's like, it's the same thing. You can go into Walgreens and you can buy, you know, whatever the Walgreens brand is, the cheaper brand. Because he said if you take a Tylenol brand and you take a Walgreens brand and you flip the bottles around and look at the ingredients and the amount of ingredients in them, it's the same exact thing. So you're paying for the name. He told us straight up, don't buy that stuff because you're paying for the name. If you look at the ingredients, there is no difference. There is not a lesser amount of medication in one versus the other. They are the exact same medications, the exact same products that went into this medication. There's no difference. The only difference is you have bought Tylenol or not pain reliever. Right? It's guys, be smart. Like, I shop, I don't give a damn. I'll buy great value. There's something, let me hold on. There's some things that I will not buy great value, and I can't think of them right off the top of my head right now, but some things just don't taste the same. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. But a lot of the things, man, I'm buying. Who gives a fuck, man? Nobody cares about what's in your refrigerator or your pantry. And my family, like, I don't know about Canada, how you get looked down upon. My family we don't care. Fucking feed me, man. We don't care. Feed me. It don't matter what the logo says. But I guess people are all pennies in a bunch over it. It's crazy.
Bread and eggs, $4.79 and $4.70 something or another. $10 for bread and eggs. Good job.
Okay, so I was just trying to like do the math to figure out.
Well, that
like,
bread
how
was kind of
much
expensive. That was like
money
artisan.
I'm spending, or like me and my fiance are spending a month on groceries, because obviously we know grocery prices have gotten completely insane. But it's actually more insane when you actually track it and you look at it and you're like, excuse me? And I'm gonna be real with you. We do get HelloFresh. We get 3 meals every week. So, you know, it's not like we're necessarily like bargain shopping, right? You know, we're not out here like cutting coupons and like shopping at Walmart. I literally refuse to shop at Walmart. I haven't stepped foot into a Walmart store in, I don't know, like literally years. So
but
I'm
why?
sure you could definitely spend less. I also live in a metropolitan, like.
But why? Why are you talking about grocery prices and you shun Walmart like you're just too fucking good for it? Like, let's be real. I can tell by your energy and your attitude that you think you're just too good for Walmart. I haven't shopped in Walmart in like years. I haven't stepped in. Man, you better go shop at Walmart. Go get some great value. Don't complain about prices. You got HelloFresh. You're having shit delivered to your door. Man, you're fucking insane. You're insane. This is insanity right here. Go to Walmart. Don't be too good. You're not too good for Walmart. Trust and believe you're not too good for Walmart. I want to hear your complaints now. I want to hear what you're struggling in. And I could break down how you could change that.
City. So that's obviously going to make prices go up. But I did the math, and this month in January, I spent personally from like the HelloFresh and then the other supplemental groceries that we bought $369.34 on groceries.
Okay.
I spent a car payment on food. And that's not including like going out to eat or, you know, anything like that. That's just like groceries for home cooked meals. That's insane.
Yeah, I want to break this down really quick. Now I'm curious because she spent that much, but I want to see how much she spent on HelloFresh for 3 meals a week. 3 meals a week for 2 people. HelloFresh. Okay, we're going to do the math really quick. So she got 6 servings at basically $6 a piece, right? So a piece. So if we do the math on that, 6 times 6 is... So she's spending roughly about $100 to $125, $150 roughly on HelloFresh. All bad. All bad.
That's insane. The fact that my fiance and I, just 2 of us, spent over $700 a month on groceries.
Cut out HelloFresh. I would start there.
Wild. It's just wild. And it's at the
Cook your own
exact same
food.
time these companies are literally like raking in record fucking profits. Like we are getting so screwed. And then I'm like, wow, this is like, seems like an insane amount. Like what's the average? So I asked ChatGPT just to find out like what I'm spending is really not that crazy. Like a single adult on average spends $275 to $450
That's crazy
a month.
work.
I fall
Family
within
of
that. I'm
4,
not even all
$1,000 to
the way at the top of
$1,500 a month.
$450.
That's a lie.
I'm at
I don't spend that
$370.
much.
And then yeah, we fall in that for the couple, the $550, $900. We fall in there.
Man, you guys
But
believe
like,
Chat
what?
GBT too much.
And then you have these boomers
It's
out
wrong.
here going like, why aren't millennials and like younger generations having children? I don't know, because if you've seen the price of everything, including just groceries. Come on. That's not even talk about student loans or like the cost of housing or literally anything. Let's not talk about the price of anything. It's unaffordable to live.
Groceries are getting too expensive, and so I'm going to see how long I can go without going to the grocery
the food in her fridge and her pantry before having to go out shopping again. And her comments are calling this the pantry challenge. And I need you to know that this is not good. This is not a thing to turn into a challenge. It's great coping. It's phenomenal coping for someone who's stressed about the groceries. But this is a growing problem of the unaffordability of basic necessities like groceries being turned into a fun TikTok challenge. We need to remember that this cannot be normalized. It has to change. Because if we normalize this, you give an inch, you give a foot, then you give a mile.
A hot take, maybe groceries aren't as expensive as we think they are. We're just making them more expensive because we don't know how to grocery shop the right way. When we go grocery shopping, it is obvious that prices have very much so gone up. The problem with modern grocery shopping is that many of us, especially among the Gen Z generation, when we're left on our own and we go to the grocery store, we have no strategy. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're shopping for. We're buying random shit that we aren't gonna use or is gonna go bad. And thus we waste a ton of money and end up spending way more than if we went into the grocery store with a strategy. So let me break down a proper strategy when you go to the grocery store. This might blow your mind, but what you're going to do is you are going to buy groceries for recipes. I've been the same way in the past where like I go to the grocery store.
I gotta disagree with that. So I did buy groceries for recipes at a point in time. I was doing that. But when you do that, this is the problem when people do this. A lot of recipes call for certain items that only are going to be used in that one recipe. Like if you're going to be making some type of Tuscan chicken and you need, you know, sun roasted tomatoes or sun baked tomatoes or whatever the fuck, whatever it is, you will buy those, use them for that one dinner, and then they will just sit in your fridge or your pantry. They won't get used again until you make that particular dinner again. Now, if you plan on making the same dinner like 3 times, 4 times a week, and you utilize the same recipe until it's all gone, then that will be extremely efficient. But it's really hard for me to eat the same thing over and over and over, you know, unless I'm like on my workout shit, and then I would eat, you know, baked chicken and rice and vegetables for 7 days straight. But if I'm now, you know, with a family and stuff like that, I can't eat the same thing over and over and over. But that is a big thing. Like another one is like, you know, sometimes certain groceries will call for a certain spice, and that spice is actually quite expensive, but you have to buy it for that particular meal. And then you make that meal and you have this whole tin of spice, and there's nothing that you can do with it until you make that meal again. That's when it becomes inefficient. What you need to do is break down, like, you know, unless you've been on the struggle bus, you would not know. You better get some hot dogs, bologna, bread, you know, sandwich meat, bag of chips, the cereal, milk, eggs, shit that you can essentially eat over and over and over, you know, and then stock up on like freezer foods. That is going to be your number one gem. Freezer foods. Meat, chicken.
Or with like no idea of what the hell I'm gonna make with those groceries. I'm one of the founders of Sizzle. Sizzle is a food tech platform that basically helps connect recipes to groceries. When you're trying to grocery shop more effectively, there's an app for that. You just go onto Sizzle.
Oh, I see.
Find literally all the
that's why she said recipe, because it didn't make any sense. But she's promoting
shop
her.
Through your local grocery store and only
her
buy
brand.
exactly what you need to make every single meal for that week. So you're saving money, you're shopping more consciously, you're reducing your food waste, and you're also getting a lot of food diversity by trying different recipes, everything that you see on TikTok, etc., etc. Best part is you can check out with your local grocery store, so you also don't have to spend like an hour searching for items in the grocery store, which is like honestly the most annoying part about grocery shopping, in my opinion. If you took nothing else from this video, please just learn how to strategically grocery shop. It's not that hard. You're shopping for recipes, you're not buying random shit, you're reducing your food waste, and your bill is not $250.
It's still going to be $250.
Let's work smarter, definitely not harder.
All right, January 21st, Trump was inaugurated yesterday. Man made some promises about being able to drop prices. So what we're going to do today is we're going to document some prices. Green cabbage, 99 cents.
That's about right.
5 pounds of carrots, $4.49.
That's about right.
5 pounds of apples, $7.99.
A little high.
Here at Giant Deli's, the price of Boarhead's meats, Boarhead's cheese, New York strip steak, $16.99 a pound. Johnsonville sausage or brats, $6.99 a package.
This is Walmart
Ground
too.
Beef, $5.50 to $5.99 a pound. Purdue chicken breast recently.
Wait, ground beef $5.99 a pound? Ground beef? What the fuck? Was there a cow flu?
Dropped from $6.99 to $5.49, so it's $5.49 today. Center cut bacon, $8.99.
Bacon's always been expensive.
Large white egg, $7.69 a dozen. And milk is $3.99. Check out the next video.
Can somebody please explain to me why this bag of cheese, which is like extremely processed and just regular ass shredded cheese, is $18 fucking dollars? I literally
no
don't
shot.
understand why
What?
they think it's okay that they can charge us almost $19
That
for
pissed
a
her
bag
off.
of cheese, dude. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't even want to know how much my groceries are right now. Like, our freezer broke, but we have a new fridge and freezer, so I bought like a bunch of frozen shit, but I'm gonna show you guys how much it costs because it's crazy out here. Almost $5 for a bag of chips that is like 50% air. Almost $6 for that. How are these chips on a rollback for $5, dude?
Have y'all seen the
So I was just thinking about those chips that she did, and it brought something to my mind. So what me and my wife do is we shop at 2 different stores for different items that we need. When we do our grocery run or our grocery pickup, you know, we always do pickup. I don't like walking through the aisles no more. It's just, since COVID, I just don't walk through the aisles. I'll do a pickup, pull up in the back, they load it in, and boom, I'm on my way. But what I was getting at is we shop at 2 different locations for food. So we'll go to Walmart for like a lot of like just pantry items, you know, like just stuff in the pantry, mac and cheese, canned goods, all that good stuff, ramen, cup of soups, stuff like that. But what we will not do is buy chips and shit from Walmart, or meat, or vegetables, or fruit. That's just not going to happen. We know Walmart has the worst meat on the planet, but they also have the worst vegetables and the worst fruit on the planet. They just don't care about that section most Walmarts have a fucking kitchen next to the vegetable aisle. So let's just put it there that your vegetables have grease, particles all over them. But that's just number one. So what we'll do for vegetables and shit is we'll go to Fry's, which I don't know if you guys know what a Fry's is, but there's Fry's out here in Arizona that you can shop at, and their vegetables, they're known for fresh fruit and vegetables. So we go to Fry's for fresh fruit and vegetables. We buy all our meat from Fry's, and then Fry's always has a huge deal on chips. So the same bags of chips that she just bought right now, or she was going to buy for like $5 or $6, we'll buy 5 bags of chips of those same size bags, different ones, Doritos, Cheeto Puffs, any Lay's, for under 10. 5 bags for under 10. Fry's always has a deal with their chips. Always. For the last years, they've always had a deal with chips. Buy 2, get 3 free. Buy 3, get 3 free. Buy 1, get 1 free. It's always a deal. It's so worth it. If you guys don't use Fry's and you have a Fry's local to you, shop at Fry's, please, because it's so worth it. I mean, if I went into my pantry right now, if I took my camera and went to my pantry, we probably have 10 bags of chips at the top of the pantry. No, not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating, because we buy them all the time because of the kids, but the price, you can't beat it. 10 bags for like $15. It's worth it.
The trend where people are posting their past grocery orders from a couple years ago and comparing it till now and looking at the inflation rate? This shit is crazy. Read this shit. My husband and I were talking last night about how a 12-pack of drinks is now $9 and how in 2020 I used to buy them 4 for $10. I decided to go back into my Walmart app and see what I was paying for a random grocery order. In January of 2020, I paid $70.20 for 30 items. I added all of them into the cart again and repurchased them today. Today, those 30 items were $165.42. That is a $95.22 price increase in 4 years' time. That's a 135.6% inflation percentage. We can't go on living like this. I can't be the only one who feels this way. You know what? No, you're not the only one. Matter of fact, I ordered some shit from Walmart the other day and spent $100. Let me show you what I got. Now, I probably should have laid everything out so y'all could see it, but as you can see, it's really not that much.
No, it's really
all that
not.
Shit cost me $113 at Walmart, of all places.
Prices have gone up. Aldi $4.99. One of these. $1,559 per kilo. Must be some gold capsicums.
So I just finished my lunch at the mall, and I noticed that there are a lot of TikTok refugees on Redbook that are really curious about the living cost in China. So there's this supermarket at the mall. I thought I'd just show
China.
You guys the price here. These are strawberry, 16.8 RMB for 500 grams. Blueberries, 9.9 for a box. Since this is a supermarket, so the price here is a little bit higher than ordinary markets. And I googled it up. For now, $1 equals to 7.3 RMB. These are bananas, almost 5 yuan. For this one, It's 8.78. Apples, 3.99 RMB. Oranges, 3.58 RMB every 500 grams. These are selected and pack ones, so the price may be a little higher. Cucumbers, these are 2.58 and these are 3.28. Cabbage, 1.58. Celery, almost 2 yuan. There are just too many of them. I guess I can't cover them all in one single video. So if you are interested in content like this, please leave a comment, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
This is $130.
Makes me want to live out of the country.
1 pack of meat. Got some lunch meat, some fruit, some bread. Obviously, the most expensive thing is the Red Bull, but this is ridiculous.
$339.80 from Walmart. I don't know if it's because it's election year or what, but it's getting more and more scarce because we didn't get nothing for that amount of money. But anyways, obviously I got my kids the Gatorade Zero. We got a 40 pack of Great Value water, milk, sliced bread, hamburger buns, the Chobani, I guess is how you say it, lids. Love these for work for in the morning because I can't eat breakfast, so this is at least something to get some kind of protein. A big thing of the cheese because I'm going to make the potato soup again. Crescent rolls, Worcestershire sauce. Love this on mashed potatoes and everything. It's so good.
Look at this. More junk that's not needed at all.
Sauce on mashed
Because
potatoes.
why do you need all these toast, pizza roll, French toast, already made pizza, all these things? Just get potatoes. All these things can be solved with you just getting potatoes. You could go to Costco and get potatoes for about less than $6. Less than $6. See, look at this.
I agree. I agree that you could just go get potatoes and you will be good to go. You would have your French fries, just season them when you just depend on how you cut them, right? Or you could have breakfast potatoes, just dice them down, add some onions, the world goes on. But now, to her point with having children, I understand the convenience, bro. Like, there is convenience behind buying stuff like that. You can't just chop up potatoes and whip out the stove and start cooking for 30 minutes just for your kids to eat. Sometimes you got to just whip that shit in the microwave and get them fed and move on about your day. That is why people buy that. You don't want to be too goddamn frugal to where you have to live Little House on the Prairie style. You're fucking growing your own vegetables in the backyard. But at the same time, it doesn't justify the price of the food going up. She could always buy potatoes, but why are the fucking potatoes even more expensive? I understand what he's saying, but I'm a stand up for her on that one. I do understand how it is when you have kids.
That's a bunch of garbage. These people do not know how to shop. And they come on here and be like, I don't know if it's because it's election year. No, it's because you do not know how to make your money last. You do not know how to shop. There are plenty of other places that you can stretch your money. Okay? Sales. A big thing about meat is there's a lot of sales when it comes to meat. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get this off. Buy one, get that off. A bottle of Worcestershire sauce, however you want to call it, at Costco is about $11, and you're getting 2 big bottles. Ketchup, you're getting big bottles of ketchup for like $10. But this is costing you almost like, what, 8, 6.
All right, I'm gonna stop him right there because Costco's not cheap either. I don't give a damn how much they're giving you. Costco's not cheap either. I will go in. I have a Costco membership as well, and I would go in. There's certain things we get from Costco, like fruit snacks for the kids. Sometimes fruit, because Costco's fruit is pretty good. I never buy meat from Costco ever. But there's some things that I will buy from Costco, little snacks and, waters, drinks, stuff like that. But Costco's not cheap, and everybody doesn't like Costco. So you can't really put your beliefs in what you think will be better for someone to do, because Costco also costs money to actually enter the store. Like, you have to have a membership. Some people can't afford that. And if they do afford it, how the fuck can they afford, or why would they want to buy in bulk? It's sometimes some things just don't make any sense, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you did. Make sure you leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna end it right here. It is another 6 minutes left on this video, but I feel like we've gone for like an hour. So if you guys enjoyed that, also YouTube has picked a video just for you to watch next. Make sure you click that right on your screen right there. Until next time, folks, I'll see you in the next one.